What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Trey here, back at again with another video. Today, we're just going to be talking about the return of the NBA. And you know, I'm excited for it. I'm ready. I'm ready to see all these young teams. I want to see, how the championship teams and what the drama that's been going around with some of these teams and see how they pull through. It's a different bunch of storylines. I'll tell you that much. With the Draymond Poole situation, how they gonna get through that, Boston Celtics, and how they gonna get through the Ime Udoka situation. It's gonna be challenging. How the Lakers can compete with Russell Westbrook on the roster still. It's and that's gonna be a very good question because as it currently stands, the answer to that is really no. If we being real right now, it's no. The roster so far is lacking any type of confidence shooting. Outside like a few people. Russell Westbrook play style obviously don't mess with LeBron's. You can obviously tell. Now, it's gonna be very interesting what they do with Russell Westbrook tonight as they go against the Golden State Warriors. And I think the first game is Philly Boston. So yeah, we're gonna see what they do. Now if they bring him off the bench, it's going to be a surprise, and it's gonna be it's gonna be a lot of controversy on the Bird Help Twitter, if you don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's going to be very interesting to say the least. Now, with the Sixers and Boston game, let's talk about the Sixers. Now they got a lot to I want to say a lot of goals to achieve. A lot of stuff they got to prove. Well, they don't even have to prove it. They just go out there and play. James Harden, let's see how he would do. He got his burst back. Is he comfortable in the Philly offense? Can him and Joel Embiid work? It's gonna be a bunch of questions for them. Now, do I believe it can work? I'm on the net neutral side, like a maybe. I believe it's difficult to get to the playoffs, but that's not what they're going for. They trying to get a championship. And as it currently stands, I got the Bucks. I got the Celtics, of course, with they roster. Who else? Oh, it's a couple teams I'm missing. Now the Heat, they might take a step back, especially with the talent they have. I believe they could be like where they were in 2020, like a 5th to 6th seed. Now, who I know? Oh, the Cavs. Yes. Let's talk about them. The Cavs. I'm projecting them to be a top 4 seed. I just feel it. That roster is loaded. Garland, Mitchell. It's a question mark at the wing spot, but if they sure they up, or if Coro take the jump, then they have Mobley and Allen. Like, come on, bro. And they even have a revitalized 6-man Kevin Love. They can really do something in the East. They got the roster to do it. Now the only question mark about them is probably defense. That's probably it. If we be honest, that's probably it. And let me see. I want to say the Nets, but let me see. Okay, Boston. Well, no, Milwaukee, Boston. What's it called? The Cavs. Who else? Will I say Nets? I know I'm missing a team. Nets. Heat. Well, I believe. Yeah, I'm gonna say Nets. That's gonna be the top 14. Bucks, Celtics, Cavs, Nets. That's gonna be the top 14. Now for the West, who I got for the West? Of course, I'm gonna have to defend the champs. Don't worry about that. I have the Warriors, the Clippers, the Nuggets. Who else? I got the Clippers, the Nuggets, Warriors, and Hey, who would be at 14? Because you can say the Pelicans definitely have a case to make a deep run in the playoffs. The Mavs, I say the Lakers after they trade Westbrook, if they find a way to trade Westbrook. The Suns, I don't know. They might take a step back. I'm not sure about them. But the Mavs did go to the Western Conference Finals, and they just got Christian Wood come off their bench. I probably would say Warriors, Clippers, Nuggets, and I'm gonna say the Mavs just because we just saw them go to the Western Conference Finals and they have Luka Doncic. That's all you gotta say right there. But yeah, it's a roller coaster, man. 82-game season, anything can happen. Anything. Now, I really want to see what the Hawks do. The Hawks, they got the pieces to do a little something in the playoffs. They could probably make an Eastern Conference Finals run, but I wouldn't bank on that. I bank on the Cavs, but I wouldn't bank on the Hawks. Now, and let me put this out there. I'm happy DeAndre Hunter got his bag. 4 years, $95 million. Congrats to him. Hopefully, he's in the most improved conversation this year. I believe he's on that trajectory of one of the best wings in the game. If he can stay healthy, that's all that's been a problem with him. If he can stay healthy, he can be something. Like we seen in the playoffs last year what he can do. He was breaking down Miami Heat defense with Trae Young was struggling, getting to his spots. Shoot, he was fairly consistent with the three. Yeah, I believe he can do something. If he can put it all together, stay healthy, that could be a good second round team. Or yeah, I'll say second round. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I say. That was say. Damn, what's cracking shit? Let's see. The Clippers. Let's talk about the Clippers. Now, Kawhi and PG, they want to talk about LeBron AD. They need to stay healthy. Both of them are easily top 20 players in the game. Kawhi probably like more on the top 10 side, but easily top 20 in the game. And they have not even a good roster, they have a great roster. They have Robert Covington, they have Norman Powell, they have Zubac. They don't have Hartenstein no more, but that's okay. They have, what's his name? Ooh, I forgot his name. They have John Wall, yes, they have him. Reggie Jackson, Marcus Morris Sr. They roster is loaded. Now the only question mark with them is how they gonna handle like their backup big situation. Because I think they play like Zubac around like 25 to 30 minutes a game. They don't play him that much, and you shouldn't really have to play him that much because you have to save him through regular season. He's a tall, big man. You gotta stay as far away from knee injuries as possible, especially with big men like that. Yeah, that would be my only concern with them. Now let's talk about the Nuggets. The Nuggets, this is their year. This is their year. They have a prime Jokic who can possibly win a third MVP, but I highly doubt it. They're not gonna give a 3 MVP because they would deal with LeBron back in the day. Yeah, they have. Let's name their role play. They have Bones, Howland. They have Bruce Brown, KCP, Aaron Gordon. I can say MPJ a role players right now. MPJ, uh, let me see who else. I think is Jeff Green still on the roster? I'm not sure. I probably gonna have to look that up. But Jeff Green, I guess the Nuggets fans try to hype themselves up for DeAndre Jordan, so I named him. And really, I could be missing somebody. Oh yeah, they could play Watson, that rookie. He was pretty good in preseason. And I'm telling you, if you give Nikola Jokic a cut, he gonna find him. The shooter got come on, but he gonna find the cutter though. Ain't he a great defender? He is definitely a good backup option if either like a KCP or Bruce Brown go down. They can just I wouldn't say throw him right in, just give him 15 minutes, see how he do. And yeah, just go from there. And, okay, what was my other title contender team? The Mavs. No, the Mavs, they for a championship team, they made one good move. I probably underrated a few moves they did, but matter of fact, yeah, I probably am underrated a few moves they did because they roster is pretty good this year because they get THT back. They get THT back. That's a THT. I mean, not THT. They get THJ back. Tim Hardaway Jr. They lost Jalen Brunson, but they still got Dinwiddie. They got JaVale McGee. They got Dorian Finney-Smith. They got Frank Ntilikina. I don't know how to pronounce their last name. Josh Green. They got now they said, I don't know if y'all heard this or not, but they said Jalen Hardy can get or Jaden. I'm not sure his first name, but yeah, the rookie. They said he can get some stars, man. He's in consideration for stars, man. Since they bring in THJ off the bench. Now, let me see. They got Maxi Kleber. He's still there. Dwight Powell. Matter of fact, how that gonna work? They gonna have to play Christian Wood. So, who's getting axed out the rotation? Because you can't play Maxi, Christian Wood, like Dwight Powell, JaVale McGee together. You can't do that. But that's more of a good problem than a bad problem. The only bad problem could come out of this is somebody complain about playing time. And the main culprit of that could be Christian Wood, especially if he's not playing well offense. He already, a lot to be a desire of defense. So we'll see how he react if it ever comes to a point that he have to be benched. Let's see. I want to tune into the Magic a little more. The Magic, they could be a playing team. I can see it because they re-signed Mo Bamba. They got Wendell Carter. They re-signed him too. Cole Anthony, Jalen Suggs, Paolo, the number 1 overall pick, Franz. Who else? Markelle Fultz. Now, Jonathan Isaac, oh no, his knee's not healing, bro. Now they say he also have a knee and hamstring. Like, what's that all about? They got Chuma Kiki. They got pieces, but they don't have a pieces to go through like a playoff run or something like that. But they definitely have good pieces to develop. The Rockets also come to mind. They just re-signed KPJ. Congratulations. And you see his contract. That's gonna be the norm in the future. Yes, the NFL contract you have to pay for each year, and they can release you at any time, and it won't count against them. You'll see a lot more contracts like that, especially with Kyrie Irving coming up on his contract. That's what they tried to give him when he was trying to hit the market this year. You're going to see a lot more of those contracts. Let me see. I like the Pistons. What's another team? What's another, like, developing team I like? Those three I really like. The Thunder, actually, they don't, I would tune into the Thunder. I probably would. Probably a few games. But yeah. Now, the teams that I do not like their position and how they going about this, but the two teams I dislike is the Wizards and the Blazers. Like, y'all are holding on to stars that are getting older. Damian Lillard having shown the history of missing games, but Bradley Beal, on the other hand, he's showing you that he can miss games. Last year, he missed the whole season. Damian Lillard did too. Damian Lillard been dealing with the same injury for like 3 years. I think Bradley, did he fracture his wrist or something? I'm not sure. And I think he just got back on the the virus list. Yeah. They can easily trade Bill, get picks. They can easily do that. I don't know why they don't do it. Same for the Blazers. Matter of fact, the Blazers have a young upcoming star in Anthony Simons.